Maya had a small glass jar on her desk. Every morning, she took 10 coins from her wallet and put them inside. Every night, before she went to sleep, the jar was empty again. She never noticed this. It was just a small habit, nothing special. One evening, her grandmother walked into the room and picked up the empty jar. She looked at it for a long time. "Maya," she said slowly, "where do your coins go every day?" Maya looked up from her phone, confused. "I don't know," she said. "They just disappear." Her grandmother smiled, but her eyes were serious. "Just like your time." Maya was 26 years old. She lived in a small apartment with her grandmother, an old woman with sharp eyes and a calm voice. Maya had one big dream. She wanted to speak English fluently. She wanted to travel to new countries. She wanted to work with people from all over the world. She wanted a bigger, brighter life, but every day looked the same. She woke up, she checked her phone, she went to work, she came home, she watched videos, she went to sleep. The next day, she did it all again. Every morning, she told herself the same words. "Tomorrow, I will study English. Tomorrow, I will start." But tomorrow always looked exactly like today. Her grandmother had lived a long life. She grew up in a small village, without much money, without much education, but she was wise. She noticed small things that other people did not notice. She noticed the empty jar every single night. She noticed Maya's tired eyes every morning. She noticed that Maya talked about her dream often, but never took action toward it. One evening after dinner, her grandmother sat down next to Maya on the sofa. "You use 10 coins every morning," she said, "but at night the jar is always empty. Where do they go?" Maya laughed a little. "I use them for small things. A coffee here, a snack there, a little here, a little there. It's not a big mystery, Grandma." Her grandmother nodded slowly. Then she asked a different question, a quieter one. "And your time?" she said. "Where does that go?" Maya opened her mouth to answer, but nothing came out. She realized for the first time that she did not actually know. That night, Maya could not sleep. Her grandmother's questions stayed in her mind, again and again. Where does your time go? She thought about her big dream. Speaking English fluently, traveling the world, building a new life. She had wanted this for 3 years. But 3 years had passed and her English was still the same. "Why?" she whispered to herself in the dark. "Why haven't I improved?" The next morning, she decided to do something different. She took a small notebook and wrote down everything she did, hour by hour, honestly, without hiding anything from herself. 7 a.m. Woke up, checked phone in bed. 30 minutes disappeared. 8:30 a.m. Walked to work. Listened to music, not English. 9 a.m. Sat at her desk. Watched just one video before starting work. 20 minutes disappeared. 1 p.m. Lunch break. Scrolled social media the entire time. 45 minutes disappeared. 6 p.m. Came home. Told herself, "I will study English tonight." 7 p.m. Ate dinner. Watched television instead. 9 p.m. Lay in bed. Watched more videos before sleep. 1 full hour disappeared. Maya stared at the list for a long time. She added the numbers slowly, almost afraid of what she would find. Almost 3 hours. Every single day. Gone. 3 hours of small pieces, scattered like coins falling through a hole in her pocket. Not one big moment of laziness, but many tiny moments, each one small enough to ignore, but together enormous. "I have no time to study English," she always told her friends, her family, even herself. But now, looking at the honest list in front of her, she understood the truth. She had time. She had always had time. She was simply pouring it onto the floor, drop by drop, without ever noticing. She felt embarrassed. She felt frustrated with herself, angry even. 3 years of the same excuse. 3 years of tomorrow. But underneath the frustration, she also felt something new and unexpected. Hope. If I can find where my time goes, she thought, maybe I can find a way to put it somewhere better. She walked to the kitchen, where her grandmother was making tea. I saw it, Maya said quietly. I saw where my time goes. It disappears into small moments, exactly like the coins in the jar. Her grandmother did not look surprised. She simply nodded, slowly, as if she had been waiting for Maya to discover this herself. Now, she said, pouring the tea, you can choose differently. But how? Maya asked. I don't have extra hours in my day. I still have work. I still have responsibilities. Her grandmother smiled gently. You don't need extra hours, she said. You only need to notice the small ones you already have. Maya decided to try something small. Not a big, perfect plan, but one tiny change at a time. Instead of checking her phone first thing in the morning, she listened to 5 minutes of an English podcast while she brushed her teeth. Instead of scrolling during her lunch break, she read one short story in simple English. Instead of watching random videos before bed, she reviewed 3 new English words she had learned that day, writing them in her small notebook. At first, it felt strange, almost uncomfortable. Her hands still reached for her phone out of habit, again and again. Some mornings, she forgot completely and only remembered at night, feeling disappointed in herself. But she did not give up. She simply tried again the next day. Days passed, then weeks. Some days were easy, other days were hard, especially when she was tired or busy. But slowly the small habit began to feel natural, like brushing her teeth or tying her shoes. One evening, at work, Maya was talking with a new coworker from another country. The conversation moved quickly, and questions came one after another. Without stopping to translate in her head, without hesitating, Maya answered in clear, confident English. Her coworker smiled, surprised. Wow, your English is really good. Maya paused. For a moment, she almost didn't believe it. She was not fluent yet. She still made mistakes. She still needed to learn more. But she was not the same person she had been 3 months earlier, when she sat frozen, afraid to speak. That night, she looked at her coin jar sitting quietly on her desk. It was empty again, just like every other night. But something else, something invisible, had changed completely. Her mind was full of new words, full of small victories, full of quiet confidence that had not existed before. That evening, Maya sat with her grandmother in the kitchen, the same place where this whole journey had started. I understand now, Maya said softly. The coins were never really the lesson. It was always about the time. Her grandmother smiled, the same calm smile she always had. Coins come and go, she said. You can always earn more tomorrow. But time, she said, her voice becoming quieter. Time never comes back. Once it is spent forever. There are no more coins to replace it. So what should I do with it? Maya asked. How do I make sure I don't waste it again? Her grandmother took Maya's hands gently. Don't try to fill it with big, perfect plans, she said. Big plans often break because they are too heavy to carry every day. Instead, fill your time with small, honest moments used with purpose. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. That is enough. That is always enough. Maya looked at the empty jar sitting on her desk one more time. Strangely, it did not feel empty anymore. It felt like a quiet reminder, a small teacher, sitting silently every day, asking the same simple question. Where is your time going today? She smiled and picked up her notebook, ready to write down 3 new words before bed. A small, honest habit, repeated one more time. Let's remember 3 important words from today's story. Disappear, to go away and no longer be seen or found. Frustrated, feeling annoyed or upset because something is difficult or not working. Purpose, a clear reason or goal for doing something. Just like Maya, we all have small, hidden moments in our day, moments that quietly disappear if we are not paying attention. The question is simple. Where does your time go? If this story helped you, or if it made you think about your own day a little differently, please subscribe for more true and inspiring stories to learn English every week. See you in the next video.